emotion, she don't ever mind me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, hey, hey. Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba pa' ti, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no, ey, pero ya no. Antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba pa' ti, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no, ey, pero ya no. Ey, ey. Conmigo ya no tiene break. Ey, ya no quiero de tu amor fake. Ey, ya no estoy pa' ti. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Conmigo ya no tiene break. Ey, ya no quiero de tu amor fake. Ey, ya no estoy pa' ti. Ya no estoy pa' ti. Ahora en todas las redes me sigue. Sorry mami, no me hostigué. Pero como ya no se consigue. Tú fueras mi J-Lo, yo Dale Rodríguez. Pero ahora me gusta otra sicaria que vive por Bayamón. A mí ya no me cachas, yo no soy un Pokémon. Tengo a otra que se joda el camón. No quiero que me llores, no vengas con el drama. No, que ya no estamos pa' los tiempos de la high. Ey, hace rato que te dije bye. Gracias por el apoyo, baby. Gracias por los likes.
Just about set to go now. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Kiter Montero.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And it's 1-1. Just off the inside edge. Just missed.
I know a slider's a great pitch, but when you've got really good velocity, sometimes you just got to challenge the hitter with that four-seamer.
In there at the knees. Now 3-2. That one gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Outside low. And now it's even 1-1.
One strike.
Kwan aboard here at first with nobody out. That one missed.
2-1.
Close but called a ball. And that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
First and second, no outs. And up next for Cleveland, Jordan Olson. Fires to second for one. Out with the pitcher covering. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
3-6-1 double plays can be so tough to turn. You're talking about the ground that the pitcher has to cover to get there. And in this case, you have a left-handed hitter that's out of the box even quicker than a righty. So everything has to be perfect and on time and on the money. Nice job right there.
Runner at third, 2 away. Cut on and missed. Good change up right there. And it's 1-1. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Albies. And that is that. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Luis Ortiz. How about a scouting report on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just misses with that one.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. And foul ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Swings through that one for strike 1. Acuna getting the start in right. 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Misses outside, 1-1. And that one missing low.
2-1.
Inside, just missed. 1 out, base is empty. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And that is out of play. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a foul, out of play. Here's the pitch to Olsen. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That misses the zone. Counts full, 3-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
That one the other way. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. One runs in. Here comes Olsen around third. Now a relay to the plate. Safe. He beats the tag. It's 2-zip. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. First pitch misses. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And the batter now, Michael Harris the second. Keith. There's one, and it's a double play to end the inning. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. So in now for Cleveland, Colt Keith. Montero back to work. And that one hops the wall. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. Pitch misses inside, ball 1. Runner at second, nobody out. And it's fouled away. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. In to score is the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Base hit into the outfield. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And now here is Jacob Young. Golden opportunity right here. Gets the call, and it's 0-1. Way inside, gets out of the way.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Just off the inside corner, and the count's full. Base hit, 1 run is in. The throw in, he's in there.
Huge at bat to drive in two and get this thing tied again. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Started to swing, held up.
2-0.
Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-1. And they're all loaded up.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So bases all loaded up. And up next for Cleveland, Jeremy Pena. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, 1 hitter at a time.
And the right-hander deals. Inside, just missed.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
He's under it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He hit into a double play his first time up. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
That just misses, and the count's full.
That's a really good take.
Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Save!
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Albies makes his way towards it, makes the catch, and that is that. Back here at Truist Park, home of the Braves since 2017. These fans didn't experience a home postseason game a year ago, but the Braves did qualify as a wild card team before getting swept by the Padres.
Yeah, that was a tough series for Atlanta. They played a doubleheader for seeding purposes the day after the regular season was scheduled to finish.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first. Baez gone on the play. Here's Alex Verdugo. There's a swing and a miss.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
2 out, space is empty. Hard hit left side. And that is the inning. Back at Truist Park, top half of the 3rd inning. So in now for Cleveland, Colt Keith. Just missed.
You know, these Guardians really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Acuna there. And puts the squeeze on that one. 1 down.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. Singled and scored his first time. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Harris snags it, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
Ozuna.
In the air out to center. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Flaring it out there and got it to drop for the base hit. I think he got it off the handle just a little bit, but the bat held up for him enough to get something behind that swing.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
The next offering misses. 1-2 to count. That's down and in.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That's inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. First and second, no outs. Here's Matt Olson down. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. Coming home. He scores to tie it up. The second run scores, and it's now 5-4.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
And that's down and away.
Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off of Michael Walker fastball in his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Billy.
And that's a strikeout looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. In the dirt, but kept close. 1 out, and a runner at second here in the last half of the 3rd. That's off the mark, and the count is 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And Albies is retired.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Harris stands in now and watches strike 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and it's 6-4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Murphy, the next to hit, takes outside. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. Out to short. They get the force. That's the third out. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, Kyle Manzardo. And there's a foul ball.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Up and in. Now 1 and 2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Baez hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Young now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That's a slider for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And it looks like trouble. And that's going to kick into the corner. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate. He turned on it nicely down the line. Nice job to not spin off of it and pull that thing foul.
Quan in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Up the middle. What a stop. Gathers and throws. Got him. Nice play. Jeremy Pena digs in for the Guardians. He's 0 for 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That's a ball.
So man into scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Top half of inning number 4. Albies tosses to first, and that'll do it. Ready to go, bottom 4. El Mago coming to the dish. That one at the knees for a strike. Javi Baez, like fellow Puerto Rican Francisco Lindor, born in Puerto Rico, but was drafted in the first round out of high school in Florida. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the kick.
Tim Herron gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Back to the top of the lineup. Next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. In there for strike 1. And it's even up to Ozuna.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Brennan brings it in. Runner tagging from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 7-4. Here's Acuna now. just
No, that's a ball.
missed. Aaron, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He throws a slurve, a slider, a four-seam. To Pena at second for one. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Bummer back to work. That's outside. And that's ball one.
You know, these Guardians putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Slice the other way and foul.
Ball one.
And a foul ball. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2-2.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count's full. And ball four, two aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And it stays fair. Fires it to the plate. The tag out. Both runners able to move up. Aggressive play. And it's second and third now. One away. Next to hit, Will Brennan. 1 for 2. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. John Kenzie Noel. Chance to drive in 2 for him. 1 out. Runners at second and third. And that one is inside ball 1. Fouled off left side. That one inside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just misses. And it's 3-2. And that'll load the bases.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Now pitching for the Braves, number 60, Lucas
Arias stands in now, looks at that one inside. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Check swing, but he went too far. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Tying run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch misses there. 2-2.
No, we used to say, if you're scared, get a dog. Throw the fastball, man.
If you're scared,
get a dog, man. Just get a dog.
Harris sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. Runner from third comes across. Now a 3-run game, 7-4.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
So digging in, Kyle Mansardo. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. Keith, the lead runner at second. Noel at first. 2 out of the inning. Swings and misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. Larry Fuller brings him up. Back here in Atlanta. And now, Matt Olson. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, these Braves really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Quan settles underneath it, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Austin Riley at the plate.
Now let's go like the city,
Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. Man at first with one gone. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. That takes low for ball one.
1-0.
Swing and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. 2 on, 1 out. Squirts away a little bit. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Runners at first and second with one gone. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Young makes the catch for the out. 2 away now. The tag gets in, and it's a double play to back at Truist Park. And now the center fielder, Jacob Young. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Ball one there.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Just off the outside edge. Ball 2. Outside with a breaking ball.
3-1.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Riley throws to first in time, so they get the out after a long battle at the plate. So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Harris racing after it. Makes the grab for the second out. Jeremy Pena did. In for the Guardians.
Now pitching for the Braves, number 48, Rafael Montero.
Foul ball there. Montero fires. Albies fires over to first. And that is the third out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. So here's Murphy now.
The catcher, John Murphy.
Paul Sewald taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
Oh, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Now it's Javier Baez. Outside low, and that is ball one. If they did a poll of top tattoos in Major League Baseball, Javi Baez, I think, would have to be in the top 5. Right on the back of his neck is the Major League Baseball logo. So it's effectively right under the MLB logo that's on his cap. That one just misses. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Stuart Fairchild will hit next. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. They say you win.
1-1.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Kwan settles underneath it. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. And we're back. Air Jordan steps in to take
Now
his
pitching
hat.
for the Braves, number 52.
And a pitch.
Dylan Lee.
Harris has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. And now Dylan Dingler. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Lee goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 2 away. Colt Pete digs in for the Guardians. Acuna has it sized up. And that's the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit.
Ozuna.
And first offering is fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Check swing, called strike. This one popped up. Noel on his way in. Long run, tracks it down. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Olsen stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Squeezes it, and that will end the inning. Back here in Atlanta, we're at the top of the 8th, and now the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. Lee back to work.
Filthy changeup right there, just pulled the string.
That one missed. Inside, and that's ball 2.
2-1.
There's the strike of the knees. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball. The Guardians down by a pair, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one misses up and in. Going to count 1 and 2. Good eye right there.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Got him swinging. At the plate, Kyle Manzardo, 1 for 3. And that one is inside.
1-0.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it. He makes the grab, and that is that. Back at Truist Park, bottom of the 8th. Here comes Austin O'Reilly. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
2-0.
In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Base hit, and now 2 aboard. So up next. So a lefty out of the pen. Joey can't.
Number 54.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Fouled off. He was late. First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. Missed with a changeup. 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
1 ball, no
in the
strike.
dirt, blocked. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1. Riley over at second. Albies over at first with 1 away. And now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Quickly to second for 1. And still another double play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. Slider right there.
No ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. The 0-2. Riley. Slings to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. That's a base hit.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now it's going to be Jeremy
No,
Pena.
that's a ball.
And that misses.
1-0.
1-0. And that's
2
in the
ball,
dirt.
no strikes.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And here comes Yordan Alvarez for a critical at bat. You got to feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is going to turn on one swing. The next pitch misses, and now 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
2 on, 1 out. And there's the automatic.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Dylan Dingler. 0 for 3 in this one. Base hit, 1 run in already. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The run comes in from second, and they've tied it in the top of the 9th. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Now the third baseman, Colton Heath. That one's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags for home. In comes the runner from third, and they've tied it in the top of the 9th.
Oh, this is a big at bat right here. Nice sac fly to give his team the lead in these late innings.
Number 38. Pierce.
Noel up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. They say you win.
1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking. And we're back. Here's the
Now pitching for the Guardians, number 19, Mason Miller.
swing and a miss. That's strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Well, an interesting situation. 1 swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
2-2.
1-run game, bottom 9. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now at the plate, Stuart Fairchild. He is singled and he is flied to left. Inside, just missed. Late swing, foul to the left. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Swings and misses. 1-2.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Here's Marcell Ozuna. That one at triple digits.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Keith. Throw to first, ball game. And the Guardians hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boo. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my vein. She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. After where I started feeling kind of strange, trembling in my arms, feeling woozy in my brain. She said right there next to me, what is drinking that drink so evilly? She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. She's a slow sipper. She's taking it slow. That's why I love her and I can't get her off of my mind. She's a slow sipper.
They will always haunt my dreams. The green twins with your eyes. They will always haunt my dreams. The green twins with your eyes.
Gotta do better, I 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 gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late.
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that I can't do better. Better yet, there's nothing I can do that I can't do better. Yeah, I'm better. I said I'm better.
Gotta do better, I 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 gotta do better today. Gotta do better before before it's too late.
Shade stuck to my face, hoodie glued to my head. Hiding from the same world that made me who I am. Deep rest, can't even get out of bed. Too blessed to be so stressed. I do all this just to say get off my... Mixed emotions prohibit my focus. This what you wanted, what's wrong with you? You don't make sense. Feel like I can flip at any moment. Faces playing in this with me. Doing it was just a war with boredom, but it's sure to get me. Lord forgive me. Amen. Wear the crown of thorns for sport. I'm just waiting for a stone to hit me. Relationship on the rocks, my family all concerned. My homie still on the block, getting it I can't do. I'm stricken by survivor's guilt, I'm getting it off of words. Word. Come on, Herb, you
gotta do better. I 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 gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late.
My dreams, the green twins with your eyes.
We need each other. We have to have each other for our survival. From the revolutionaries to the conservatives, a black united front is what we're about.
Yeah. The making of the mob, the changing of the guard, an angel from the Lord, in ceremonial garb, the big homie in charge, main culprit at large, emerge over the odds, the victorious odds, the talented Mr. Strider, a midnight marauder, if it's blood in the water, no stopping the top shotter, I drop multiple arms like candelabras on a mission, I'm chasing chicken like a chupacabra, salute your father, I'm headed back to Wakanda after the drama, rappers get medevac to the trauma. The lion separated from the pride. I rule Zion, I am the most hated one alive. Was fired, another one. I represent the unwanted, undesired. Wash my hands of it all, then raise one and testified to lyrical. I'm guilty but justified.
I started running the streets when I was 9. When I started running around at 9, I knew what I was gonna do when I was 10.
Justified, Winnister, fly sinister, Philly certified finisher, the prime minister, in God's image, the monument, the homages to the problems, acknowledging how to apply penance for the transgressions that I've accepted, and acquiescence of my own presence as I inspected my load of charges, don't get it, so stream it at your own discretion, every answer question, investment in your own protection, they be like black, well who knew we'd be receiving a new you, this Paul Zulu and Farrakhan, me Pharaoh Khufu, misinterpret my level of genius and call it cuckoo. But the Swahili meaning of freedom is still you huru. To the booth guru, I deliver the truth to you. Who got the nerve to act as if this isn't proof to you that I will mobilize a militia and troop to you. No telling what I got in the system to you. If it's too brutal, look the other way like I'm robbing you. But surrender all your valuables as if I'm you as I slide. The hassle to the side like a tassel, the facade of the place I reside. It's like a castle, I'm the honorable. Pensée noir, my nom de gar, I'm the czar. The Peking to Paris is my kind of car. I'm the R, I'm the L, I'm the Kane. All correlated, unadulterated power, the king. Been coronated, wake up, no masquerade. Remove the makeup. It's no sleep and my eyes refuse to stay shut. It's gatekeepers responsible for this place. But historically the authorities been morally bankrupt. Into the execution of speaking of retribution. I was in the Lucifer even to catch the future. Me and the best producers out again, on route again. Airborne audio spores is like an allergen. So in conclusion, I want to clear the confusion. Any rumors the artist you're currently hearing is human. The shapeshifter, weightlifter, I hate. I'm the great victor behind the bars. State prisoner.
Sun setting in the background. What a way to set the scene. And we could take another lap round, but it wouldn't change a thing. Oh no, this ain't one of those where I kiss you when you go. Maybe we find each other somewhere down the road. Cause I'm over trying and making it right when I'm still getting these concussions. Throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, make it everything my fault. But you got me top, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding now from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tear stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, cause you're staring at the end. You're staring at the end. There's no way we're going back now. No, you ain't giving what I need. Yeah, that crowd was getting too loud. Screaming out, saying I'm not gonna be the one to pick up your pieces. Stop my life when you need it. Say you blame me for everything when you're leaving. I'm still getting these concussions. Throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, make it everything my fault. But you got me top, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding now from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tear stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, cause you're staring at the end. I'm still getting these concussions. Throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, make it everything my fault. But you got me top, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding now from screaming out your name. Find a place to pull over, tear stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, cause you're staring at the end.
Now the left fielder,
Leading
Stephen
off for the
Kwan.
Guardians, the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Fastball for a strike. And we're underway here in the home opener.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Varsho settles under it and makes the catch. 1 away. Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. Ball one, no strikes. Pena in his 4th year, batting second in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
1 out, bases empty. Cruz moving under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Yordan Alvarez. That one way inside. Up the middle. Gets it to first. And they get the out on Alvarez. Now, Dalton Varsho. Fought off foul. Right through there for a strike. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Cut off, throw to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Man at second. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Dingler down to first with it. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Jacob Wilson, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Next one misses, and the count is 1-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. Run scores easily, and the Padres strike first. It's 1-0. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it's off the wall. Coming home. He'll score easily.
He was all over that one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And that is out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Not close with that one. And the count is 1-2.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here in San Diego. 2nd inning set to go. Stepping up for the Guardians, Dylan Dingler. Lunging, but it gets down.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And now it's going to be Colt Keith. Cruz corrals it, and there's 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Will Brennan. That's in there. Strike one.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
That missed by a lot. Ball one. Dingler, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. That misses, and the count now even up. Struck him out looking. And here is Gabriel Arias. And it one-hops the wall. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a two-out double, second and third now. Kyle Manzardo now at the plate. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Off the plate inside, and it's a ball and a strike. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Falling behind 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Darvish kicks, delivers. That one's back. Booyah! He nails one out to right. It's 3-2. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jacob Young. Comebacker to the mound. Sends it to first. Out number 3. Back here at Petco Park in beautiful San Diego. This place hosted postseason baseball last year, Siggy. The Padre fans hope they'll experience more of the same this year.
Great energy in this ballpark, and a successful Padres team is really good for baseball. They're giving the Dodgers everything they can handle in the NL West. Plus, Petco Park has turned into one of the best postseason experiences in the league.
Gavin Sheets now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Yeah, big swing and a miss. A lot of good from the Padres a year ago, but the story for them was coming up short in the postseason against the Dodgers. San Diego was 1 win away from hosting the NLCS, but their offense went ice cold at the worst possible time, and it cost them their season.
Well, the fans might not agree, but that was a great series. Every game had a memorable moment, and it delivered amazing television. Sign me up for another postseason that features the Padres and Dodgers going at it.
This one in the air. Arias makes the catch, inning over. New inning getting started, and now Stephen Kwan. Darvish back to work. And makes the grab. And there's one away. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. That one ripped. That's back. Booyah! He'll touch them all. And they add a run. It's 4-2. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Dylan Dingler. Check swing, he held up. Ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
2 out, space is empty. Just missing there. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Nabs it, and that is that. bottom of the inning, and now it's Dalton Varsho. Down the left field line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Soderstrom at the plate now as he chases after that one. Next offering is fouled back. Varsho on at first, nobody out. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And now the DH, Jacob Wilson. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one the other way. Arias handles, throws to first, and they got him. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He doubled home a run in his first AB. And that's fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at Petco Park as we go to the top of the 4th. So in now for Cleveland, Colt Keith. And that one handled. Whips it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians.
Will Brennan.
Varsho makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Gabriel Arias. That one not close. And that's ball 1. Cruz brings it in for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 4th, here's O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Foul ball still 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Padres.
So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Next to hit, Jackson Holiday. Quan makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Foul ball there. Tatis off of first with 2 away. Fouled off left side. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And that one is lifted in the air. Brennan sizes this one up. He's got it. And that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Hauls it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Young now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Tatis hauls it in, 2 away. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Base hit, and that keeps the inning going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Pena in the box now. No balls and a strike. Up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Yordan Alvarez, the next to hit. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. And he boots it. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they lead by 4.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Check swing. He held up. 2-0.
Whoa, no recognize that pitch just in time. Able to keep those hands back.
Tatis really on his horse for it. Drops into the glove, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in for San Diego, Jose Iglesias. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Dalton Varsho, the next up for the Padres. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
That's a hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball.
Oh, gets dirty. There's 1. Double play. What a twin killing. All set for the top of the 6th. Now here is Colt Keith. Darvish back to work. Inside. And it's 1-0.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
And, of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
And that one hammered. Varsho on the move. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. 1 out, runner at second. Arias will hit next.
Nope. Ball 1.
That just misses. And that is ball 1. Tatis pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone. And now Kyle Manzardo. He's already homered in this game. Oh, look at the stop. The tag, and they got him. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the DH for the Padres, Jacob Wilson. First pitch, not close.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
The throw to first, 1 away, bottom of the 6th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. First pitch misses. Belsingi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. And no one can get there. Around first, heading for 2. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. The 0-1. And it's fouled away.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Next pitch misses, and the count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Tatis waits. Popped up. Manzardo makes the play, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the center fielder, Jacob Young. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that's down, a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The 0-1. Cruz running hard to get it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Jeremy Pena digs in for the Guardians. He swings and fouls one off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them. If they're
can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first, and no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
The batter, number 44.
2 on, 1 out. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. First pitch, and he just misses. And a base hit, headed for the plate. 1 run across. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Sheets. He hauls it in. 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Colt Keith. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Iglesias fires over to first. They limit the damage. Set for the last half of the 7th. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Holliday. And first offering is fouled off.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Throws across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. 0 for 2 in this one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. And he's got a double.
Wastes no time there. Nice job of driving.
Now
Hunter Gaddis gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Iglesias at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out.
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Next for the Padres, Dalton Varsho. strike one.
0-1's the count.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
No
Great
balls,
spot
two
to be in
strikes.
right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Pulled the string on the changeup. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Tyler Soderstrom. Right side, hard hit. To first, and that is the inning. Ready to begin the eighth. So in now for Cleveland, Will Brennan. Brings it in. And there's one away. And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Tatis makes the grab. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Digging in, Kyle Manzardo. And first offering is fouled off. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Foul ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They take the force out. That ends the frame. Back here in San Diego, now it's the DH, Jacob Wilson. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off. Up
One
and
ball,
in, look
2
out.
strikes.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The next up for the Padres. Late with the swing there. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That misses the zone, and 1-1. That's inside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, that one rides up and in. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back.
Now pitching for Cleveland, number 16, Jacob.
That one ripped, but foul. 2 outs. That one pushed to the left and foul. Stays alive. left, right center field, way back there. See you later. And they close the gap. It's 7-3. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Line drive. Kwan makes the grab, and that is that. Back here at Petco Park. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Cruz ranging into the alley. Makes the grab, and there's one down. Jeremy Pena digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Right through there for a strike. And that's outside. 1-2 to count.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it. Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Pena leads off first with 1 away. Not close with that one. Going to count 1-2. Smoke to right center, and this one's going to go out of here. A massive home run. It's 9-3. Guerrero slings it across, and there are 2 outs. Now the third baseman, Colt Keith. This one could be trouble, and that's going to roll to the wall. The throw into second, and that's a double. So a man aboard. Will Brennan digs in now. And that'll do it. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Gavin Sheets now at the plate. This one in the air, center field. Young pulls that one down. 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Jose Iglesias, the next up for the Padres. And ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Two down, nobody on. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians take this one in a blowout. Lively with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever.
Listen,